We love this build. It's a brand new two-door JL Rubicon, and we transformed it from the boring stock rig that it is to this massive thing behind me. And we did it all with AEV parts. Sorry to get so in your face, but I'm really excited about projects just like this. So just to give you a quick summary of what we're doing, we're transforming this thing with some 37-inch tires. We're doing wheels from AEV, suspension from AEV, bumpers from AEV, tire carrier from AEV, some lights from Baja Designs, and interior carpet replacement. All right, check it out. We've got the JL up on the lift, and I want to talk you through some of the upgrades that we're doing with this build. Eric is making great headway on the AEV 2.5-inch suspension. I want to talk a little bit about it while we've got it up in the air. Of course, we're working on the front right now, and we've got shocks and springs in place. Something I really like about the JL and this suspension system is they handle very, very predictably. Part of that is the spring and shock combination. The other part are these really neat control arm geometry correction brackets. With those geometry correction brackets, we get these upper and lower control arms nice and flat. That means the suspension is going to travel really nice and predictably throughout its entire range of motion. Let's hop over to the back and see what's going on out there. The rear suspension on these is pretty straightforward. Again, as you can see, we've got shocks and springs, but there are a few more components that are added. Of course, bump stops are here, and this rear track bar finishes it off. This is a great suspension, and I think the customer is gonna really love how it handles. The next thing we're gonna dig into on this JL are bumpers. Bumpers as well are from AEV, just like the suspension. And as you can see, the factory bumpers on this thing are chintzy plastic. Definitely not a robust steel bumper that you're gonna want for a build just like this. Eric's got most of the rear bumper installed, and I wanna talk about a few of the features that make it really, really nice. First thing is an integrated light here. We use Baja Designs because I really like the lenses that you can incorporate with them. They come with several options, amber or white, and a bunch of different optics. This optic is a work/scene optic, and so it's a very diffused light, perfect for a backup light. Way up on top there, we have another Baja Designs light, and that can be seen from far away or if you're setting up camp, so that's a really nice spot to have a light as well. With this bumper is an integrated tire carrier. One thing that's pretty cool about that is there's no secondary latch, so if you need to open the tire carrier, you don't have to open a different latch to do it. It's really nice. AEV incorporates a backup camera mount as well as a third brake light in this rear bumper and tire carrier. One thing Eric is working on right now are these inner fender liners. They're kind of a high clearance inner liner. You have to trim some of that away, and then you can install it to give you a little bit more room for tires. And so this is kind of what's going on there. And if you want, we can test fit one of these and see what they look like. These things are pretty slick. They cover up everything that we needed to cut in there and allows us to fit these massive 37-inch tall tires. The rear's going pretty good. We're gonna get that wrapped up and then hop onto the front bumper. We've got the thing on the ground and I'm always excited for this moment. Man, it looks good all together. Wheels, tires, bumpers, it is all coming together and this project is coming down the home stretch. But we've got a few things to do before we call it done. We've got the interior that Eric is stripping apart right now. So let's go back and check that out. We are working on the interior of this JL. Right now, Eric is removing the factory carpet because we are installing an Armor Light set. Let me show you over here exactly what this Armor Light stuff is like. It is essentially a vinyl floor kit. If you've ever had a Jeep, you know that when that carpet gets wet and nasty, full of sand and dog hair, it is difficult to clean and it smells really bad. So we're gonna rip out the carpet, get the Armor Light in. While we're doing that, we're gonna route some wiring for this light through there to the factory upfitter switches. It's coming together really nice. Once we get this done, we're gonna head over to the alignment rack. So the transformation is complete. I love how this two-door turned out. All of us in the shop were talking about this bikini color. It's kind of either a love or hate thing. I personally love it. I don't know what you think, but let me know in the comments section. By all means, if you love content like this, what we do in the shop every single day, be sure to follow us on all of our social platforms. While you're here on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for following us on this build. See you next time.